Democrats need a new plan, but don't worry, they've got a new plan. It's time to talk some sports. Yes, they're gonna yak it up on podcasts and other shows, Twitch streams about sports. And we've already seen some of that. Tim Walz, Wes Moore going on shows to talk about college football, the NFL. And it's a way of like humanizing them, I guess, because sports are more real. A lot of people who aren't into politics are into sports. And so I like that strategy, talking about sports. You know what, actually? I'm gonna try it out right here live on the show. Sports talk. Did you know that in just the first 2 months of his administration, Donald Trump's golf trips have cost American taxpayers $18.2 million? Sorry, that got political really fast, but it is technically about golf. Anyway, yeah, no, 18.2 million, not his lifetime expenses playing golf, not over the course of his first term and this term, just the first couple months, $18.2 million. He has played golf on 13 days of only 48 days as president, a measurable percentage of all of them. He played 10 days in West Palm Beach at his course. He spent another 3 days at his course in Doral. And so let's talk about how we get to this amount. According to a 2019 GAO report examining the first 4 trips Trump took to Mar-a-Lago during his first administration, each one cost on average a little bit less than $3.4 million. So that's 2017 dollars. So this is almost certainly a lowball figure because we've had a lot of inflation, especially recently. Now you might wonder, wait, why does it cost $3.4 million to send him down to like drive around a little bit and putt or whatever and then cheat and make up a score? Why would that cost so much money? Well, his entourage flew down on Air Force One. The military brought their vehicles for his motorcade on C-17 military transports. They fly the SUVs down to Florida. And because Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach straddles the width of the barrier island, police boats with machine guns mounted on the bows patrol the Intracoastal while a Coast Guard vessel is stationed off the beach in the Atlantic. Additional costs go to law enforcement and explosive sniffing dogs. So the security is insane. It's covering land, air, sea, and even dogs so that he can go play golf weekend after weekend after weekend. And look, I understand that he doesn't give a damn about anybody. And he thinks that the taxpayers, this is a little piggy bank. If I found out that me going as president to do a board game weekend was gonna cost $200,000, I'd be like, well, guess I can't do that. That's crazy. He's spending millions a week on this and he's not gonna stop. It's just gonna cost more and more and more. And by the way, you can tell how sensitive he is about this story already because on his first trip after retaking office, he's gonna go to California, Nevada, and Doral. He was asked if he'd be playing golf on the trip and he said, no, I don't think so, I'm busy. And just 2 days later, a Fox News reporter posted photos of him playing golf at his Doral course, which of course is the only reason he went there. He was lying when he said he wouldn't be playing golf. That's the main reason he takes these trips. And it isn't just him lying about it. Laura Trump declared that he doesn't take days off, even as he has spent 13 days playing golf already. And can we end with this photo? I love the right-wing North Korean like crossover news-wise we've got here, where Carolyn Leavitt is the guest on Fox and Friends to do propaganda for Trump. Meanwhile, the host of Fox and Friends is his family member doing propaganda for Donald Trump. So it's just like a perfect vortex of propaganda bouncing back and forth. But this is media. This is serious journalism. They report, you decide, JR. What do you think?
Yeah, that's always the most stark thing. Everything you hear is basically what they say and has no basis in reality. I said it as soon as he won the election. I said the campaign was about trying to get people to see what the reality is. And then once he wins, it's a constant everyday battle for what is your reality. Every day, we can see that he golfs 13 out of the 48 days he's been in office. We can see that he goes and golfs. Fox News themselves, state media themselves posted the pictures. He golfs all this time, but they will say after seeing pictures, he works every day. He's never taken a day off. So when is someone gonna say, why do you guys lie about this? Because that's all it is. Just like, what is the purpose? Because if you can't tell me what the reason is, I have to call it propaganda. What is the reason? What is the reason? Because, same, Caroline Levitt stands at the podium and says that they're kicking out AP because we're gonna go against people who don't tell the truth. So when are you gonna leave? It's basic, direct reality. There's no sugarcoating, there's no veils. Old school politicians used to always kind of lie and act like they didn't, and then they didn't have it. We see it all. Only thing left is just to literally have you not believe your lying eyes. It's an old term, but it's exactly what we're experiencing.
Yeah. By the way, I love we started the show talking about all those cuts in the new budget. Healthcare facilities, programs for families and kids. We can't afford it. Just can't afford it. Oh, meanwhile, this weekend he's gonna go and spend $3 to $4 million more playing golf again, which isn't just corrupt. By the way, if it costs you $3.5 million, you know who could pay for that? Effing Donald Trump could pay for that. He could cut a check each trip for $5 million, give a bonus to the Secret Service or whatever. It's a rounding error for him. He's a literal billionaire. If he has to play golf more in a month than most people will in their entire lives, he could pay for it. Make him pay for it. This is obviously unacceptable. If Joe Biden was going skiing every single weekend, we shouldn't have to pay for that. Give the president 2 weekends a year, a normal set of vacation days that every American worker gets. He doesn't get more vacation days than you or I do. I think that's the most reasonable thing in the world. And if he wants to take more, then he can pay for the goddamn golfing trip. How about that? When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?